All right, let's delve into this. Today we're tearing through a stack of sources, and they zero in on something really critical for every entrepreneur, creator, local business owner, the art of genuinely connecting with the right people, right in your own community.
Yeah, moving beyond just like swapping business cards.
Exactly. We're exploring a potent blueprint for, well, truly impactful networking, the kind that helps you thrive, not just survive.
Sort of a strategic shortcut, maybe, to building that support system and client base.
That's a good way to put it.
And what really stands out, I think, is how these sources bridge that basic human need for connection.
Right, community.
With some really cutting-edge strategies, especially now in our digital world.
So our mission today
is basically to pull out the core insights, help you understand how these ideas aim to, democratize opportunity, level the playing field for ambitious people like you.
Offering a direct path, essentially.
Proven path, yeah, to the audiences and opportunities that can actually move the needle for your vision. It's more than clients, it's advocates, partners.
Okay, so let's talk about the visionary behind a lot of this. Our sources introduce Mike Hayes, a figure with a really interesting path, not exactly linear.
Described as an ordinary American whose life took a pretty extraordinary turn, right?
Yeah, landed him inside NBC TV and radio networks in New York, which is, quite a leap.
And he didn't just scrape by there.
No, not at all. Became a 2-time Peabody Award-winning researcher and documentarian. I mean, imagine that.
That's top tier. Quite a foundation.
Absolutely. And that foundation, understanding stories, deep research, it apparently led him to become this American dream creator for entrepreneurs.
An interviewer and interviewer in direct response media. It makes sense, that progression.
It does. From capturing stories to helping others create their own success stories.
And putting that in context, Mike's journey, from award-winning researcher to this entrepreneurship guru, it's really central to his vision now.
How so?
It highlights this blend. Storytelling skill, like a media pro, but also a sharp understanding of measurable results. Business results.
So not just theory.
Definitely not. His career is built on practical application, empowering people, and now as publisher and lead networking guide for lovelocalnetworking.com, his approach uses these frameworks, like KISS.
Keep it super simple.
Right. And guides growth, unity, innovation, direction, education, systems, and Gamma.
Gamma. Guided AI media, marketing, advertising, and communication. Those are some healthy acronyms.
They are, but they point to a structure.
Can you give us a quick insight, like how does KISS or Gamma actually help a local business owner? Because keep it super simple sounds almost too simple for networking.
That's a fair point. But the keep it super simple in KISS, it's actually quite profound, Mike argues.
Okay.
He says people overcomplicate networking. They burn out. The connections are superficial.
Right.
KISS is about stripping that away. Focusing on Oh, hey, I think our listeners got something to say.
Hey, guys, it's Mike Hayes, and I am really delighted to meet with you to create a notebook summary for networkers. Now, when I say keep it super simple, just so you understand, I'm talking about using ChatGPT networking communication as the launch pad. It's free, and I teach it, I call it keeping it super simple for seniors. So, I just want to make sure that everybody can be included in this. So I just wanted to hop in with a quick AI Audible, and thank you guys for doing such a great job.
What a fantastic surprise. We are absolutely honored to have you join us.
Thank you for chiming in. That context for KISS is so valuable.
What you said about ChatGPT networking for seniors, that inclusivity is truly the heart of it, isn't it?
It really emphasizes that super simple isn't about dumbing down, but opening up access.
You're stripping away that complexity that often overwhelms people in networking.
Right. Focusing on genuine, maybe shorter interactions, not long, rehearsed pitches, clarity, authenticity.
So instead of a giant mixer, we're talking about something more accessible for everyone.
Precisely. Maybe target a smaller curated group where you can have, say, 5-10 real conversations. That's KISS in action.
Got it. And building on your AI Audible, let's talk about Gamma, the AI part.
Well, what's insightful there isn't just the AI, it's the guided part. As you highlighted, Mike, AI should amplify human strategy.
Not replace it.
Exactly. So the takeaway is, don't just chase the newest AI tool. First, figure out your human connection goals. Then see how AI can help.
Like maybe crafting a better story for a spotlight, or finding the right local communities.
Precisely. It makes outreach efficient, targeted, but always guided by human smarts and relationship building. Tech serving connection as you teach.
Okay, so bringing this back to our listener and the bigger picture, What's the direct implication for you? The sources are pretty clear. Love Local Networking magazine is basically designed to give creators, entrepreneurs, speakers a direct channel.
A direct channel to audiences who can actually help them, hire them, invest, connect them.
And who have the resources and, importantly, appreciate their specific value. It's not just casting a wide net hoping for the best.
No, it's very precise. Targeted networking.
Connecting with educated, affluent communities who can actually say yes to what you offer. It sounds very intentional.
Highly strategic, focusing energy where it counts.
Which brings up a question, doesn't it? Focusing on affluent communities, isn't that a bit exclusive? Maybe even snobby?
Yeah, that's the potential perception, and the source tackles it head on. It reframes it quite radically.
How so?
It argues that connecting with people who can genuinely afford and value your services isn't snobby. It's smart, democratic, and fair.
Okay, democratic and fair. Let's unpack that. How is targeting wealth democratic?
Well, think about it historically. Getting access to these kinds of audiences, often incredibly hard.
Right, gatekeepers, expensive ads, elite circles.
Exactly. You needed big money or the right connections. Love Local Networking magazine aims to change that. The idea is to democratize wealth through networking.
By creating a platform.
A platform where local pros, small businesses, creators can put themselves directly in front of these influential communities without needing millions for ads or old boy network ties.
So it's not about reinforcing barriers. It's about creating new pathways. Give us, oh yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah, guys, it's about opening up the gates of gated communities. Like I live in one of the wealthiest communities in America, okay? And it's called La Miranda, and I love it, and it's great, but not everybody has access to the wonderful people in Lafayette. They're still just people, and they love their community, but you don't have to live here. Let's say you live in a community that doesn't have enough of a population that can hire you. Well, we want to help people gain access to communities of people that can hire them. So it's not about being snobbery. Actually, it's about opening up the gates.
Mike, that's such a perfect real world example of exactly what we're talking about. Thank you.
Wow, that really drives it home. Opening the gates of communities like La Miranda, it's not about exclusion at all.
Precisely. You're highlighting that practicality. If your local community doesn't have the wealth to support your services, another community does.
And it's about connecting people to those opportunities no matter where they live.
Absolutely. It really solidifies the idea that this is about expanding opportunity, making connections that truly matter.
Instead of a giant mixer, as we talked about, it's targeted, it's practical with that human touch.
It creates new pathways, just as you said, to influence and resources for everyone with ambition.
Right. And your example of La Miranda just now, it's exactly what the sources highlight. The power of targeted local wealth.
It's common sense marketing, really. It just makes sense.
If your immediate area doesn't have the economic base or the specific need for your services,
Then find a community that does. That's the core idea.
and Love Local Networking magazine is positioned as the bridge, helping you find and connect with those ideal communities directly without the usual hurdles.
And still with that human touch. Crucially, yes, it's strategic but personal.
Now, it's important to understand this isn't just about the magazine itself, is it?
No, not at all. The sources show it's part of a bigger picture. It integrates with several other key initiatives to really amplify the impact.
Like what?
Well, there are the spotlights, for instance. These highlight creators, entrepreneurs in a shareable, story-driven way, really brings their narrative to life.
Makes them relatable.
Exactly. Then there's the great discovery in AISuperCampus.
That sounds intriguing. AISuperCampus.
Yeah, it's pretty innovative. It educates networkers not just on how to connect, but how to use AI tools effectively in their networking.
Ah, okay. So the AI isn't replacing the human part. It's making the human connections better or more effective.
Precisely. It's augmentation, not replacement. That's the key distinction Mike Hayes makes.
Can you give a quick example? How would generative AI help someone network via this super campus?
Sure.
Oh, go for it.
Yeah, let me hop in for a minute, guys. I went to a mixer with 500 people. It was a multi-chamber of commerce mixer, 500 people. I met 3 people because it was just so much. It was so overwhelming that that's when I started putting on big networking events that were speed networking to make more connections. But what I really realized, it's all about the follow-up. Your future, your fortune is in the follow-up. That's what ChatGPT networking communication is all about. Not just what you do at the event, but what you do after the event. So we're using Love Local Networking to teach that and to bring people into communities that have the kind of resources that they need to succeed.
Mike, that's such a powerful anecdote. Thank you for sharing that experience.
Wow. 500 people and only 3 meaningful connections. That really illustrates the problem.
It perfectly underlines why keep it super simple and targeted networking are so crucial.
And your point about follow-up, your fortune is in the follow-up. That's a mic drop moment.
It totally reframes the networking process, doesn't it? It's not just the event.
No, it's the sustained, authentic connection afterward, and using ChatGPT for that follow-up is brilliant.
So using AI not for the initial pitch, but for nurturing those potential relationships.
Exactly. It's leveraging tech to enhance human connection, not replaces.
And that's where the AI SuperCampus really comes in then.
Learning how to use tools like ChatGPT for effective, personalized follow-up.
To make those 3 connections from a 500-person mixer truly count.
Yes. It's about making sure your actual human-to-human chats are more likely to hit the mark.
So the AI might help you craft a really thoughtful, personalized follow-up message.
One that references a specific detail from your brief conversation, making it memorable.
Tailoring that message to what you learned about them, their interests.
Right. Or it could help identify relevant local events or groups in that community where their specific service would be super valuable.
So it's not writing your emails for you.
No, definitely not. But it's helping craft your approach, your story, with much more precision.
Got it. And there was one more piece we wanted to touch on.
Yeah, the mountain media distribution that ensures all this crafted content, these spotlights, these connections actually get seen.
Wide, consistent reach so your follow-up has even more impact.
Exactly. A holistic system for local, impactful engagement, including that crucial follow-up strategy you just highlighted.
Okay, let's dig into something else mentioned, this Ryan Reynolds partnership method. That caught my eye.
Yeah. It's catchy.
It's about turning storytelling into an asset, right? Making local businesses relatable, entertaining, memorable.
And the key takeaway is you don't need to be Ryan Reynolds.
Right. The sources say his real genius isn't just acting. It's being a creative entrepreneur.
Using partnerships, media, humor to get massive results.
And that's the playbook they're trying to localize.
Show everyday businesses how to use these engaging strategies to cut through the noise.
How does that actually translate for like a local shop?
Well, think about it. Instead of just a boring discount ad, imagine a local coffee shop.
Okay.
Using this method, maybe they create a funny short video about the barista's epic quest for the perfect local honey for a new latte.
Partnering with a local beekeeper, maybe?
Exactly. That's self-aware, partnership-driven, maybe humorous content. That's the Reynolds touch, but scaled for Main Street.
It tells a story, builds connection, makes the brand stick.
And what's really fascinating is how this connects to the future, to the age of AI.
Oh, right. The sources stress this human touch is going to be vital.
Vitally important, yeah. They predict, with so much bot-created content flooding everything.
It's going to be hard to know who's real.
Increasingly challenging, yes. Who's a real human offering a real service?
That is a serious point. How do entrepreneurs build trust if everything looks potentially fake?
It's a huge challenge, and that leads to this critical line from Mike Hayes, a bot can't hire you.
Wow. Simple, but powerful.
Isn't it? It highlights why local networking, especially through a platform where you're vetted.
Like Love Local Networking magazine.
Exactly. Where you're featured, maybe meet people at local events, it becomes indispensable.
And supports that essential follow-up you mentioned.
It helps solve that AI content problem.
By providing proof of humanity, basically.
That warm human connection needed for real business networking. Building trust in a way AI just can't.
Making sure your handshake is felt, not just your digital footprint.
You got it. That verified, authentic connection is gold.
So wrapping this section up, what's the ultimate takeaway? The sources really want us to shift how we see this, right?
Access to wealth isn't elitist. It's about expanding opportunity.
For anyone with real value to offer, it's about being efficient, respectful of everyone's time, and just practical.
Yeah, if you're a speaker, coach, consultant, whatever, you need to connect with people who can actually
hire you,
buy from you,
connect you to others like them.
And, crucially, get the value you bring.
It's not being exclusive just because it's being smart with your time, your energy, your expertise.
Absolutely. And connecting that to the bigger picture, The message is clear. This isn't about locking doors.
It's the opposite, opening them wider than ever.
For anyone with ambition and creativity, it's practical targeting, but with a positive, inclusive purpose. Oh yeah, let's hear it.
Guys, I wanted to jump in again for the audience of the Great Discovery, course creators and learners. It's very important to network with people that are interested in education. And as the CEO of Google's DeepMind says, the biggest skill you can have is learning how to learn in the era of AI. And that's why the Great Discovery platform and the Spotlight shows about course creators. I'm creating courses for the Great Discoveries that are about Spotlight shows because I work backstage of the Tonight Show at NBC in New York, and I want to bring that kind of format into the Spotlight shows on the Great Discovery. I think it's going to be a very exciting time for the Great Discovery.
Mike, that's such an incredible insight, and it ties directly into everything we've been discussing. Thank you.
Absolutely. The learning how to learn in the age of AI, that's a profound point for course creators and learners.
And your experience from The Tonight Show, bringing that level of production to Spotlight shows.
That's a game changer, elevating the presentation of these course creators.
It makes their expertise even more compelling and accessible, doesn't it?
Exactly. It adds that human touch, that entertainment value that makes the message stick.
It really emphasizes that positive, inclusive purpose for Love Local networking.
Definitely. It shows that the Great Discovery is designed for individuals who prioritize continuous learning.
And who are creating valuable educational content for others.
So it's not just about wealth, but about connecting with those who seek and offer knowledge.
Which again, is smart. And very practical for course creators, for educators.
Right. It's about finding that ideal audience interested in what you teach.
That's why those taglines from the source resonate so much.
Yeah, they really do. Not snobby, smart.
Or democratizing access to wealth through local networking.
That really sums up the vision you've shared, Mike.
Providing that clear path to influential communities, fostering real opportunities.
Through authentic local connections and those elevated spotlight shows you mentioned.
So today we've truly unpacked the power of targeted local networking.
And we've looked at your unique vision, Mike, incorporating those fantastic AI audibles.
We've stressed why these human connections are just more valuable than ever.
Especially with AI changing everything and the need for vetted human content.
Right. It's about being strategic, intentional,
but deeply human in how you build your network and follow up.
Which leads to a final thought, really.
A question for you, our listener, to kind of chew on.
In this world where AI is just pumping out more and more content, more digital noise,
how will you proactively seek out, cultivate, really foster those vital, vetted human connections in your local community?
The ones that genuinely expand your opportunities.
And make sure your real value, your unique educational offerings get seen.
That's the fundamental question, isn't it? Definitely something to think about.
We hope this deep dive gave you some solid ideas
to work with as you navigate what's next for connection and opportunity.
Keep making those brilliant connections.
Keep creating, keep innovating. Thanks for joining us.
Guys, to help develop the Spotlight shows and the Great Discovery, I'm actually creating Spotlight courses that can be used kind of like show formats or outlines, and also as teleprompters, and also to include short video inserts, almost like the Tonight Show had a format that would bring in guests. Well, I want to see the Spotlight shows work like that in having short videos almost like guests, and maybe having AI co-hosts, maybe having human co-hosts to introduce the video segments, talk about them, and really bring a lot of great information and entertainment into the Great Discovery, which I think the Spotlight shows has just a tremendous amount of value and opportunity to all of the course creators, the learners, and the affiliates. So I'm really excited about bringing my background with NBC, working backstage at the Tonight Show, bringing that to the Great Discovery. Thanks for joining me.